guys, so I'm back for another tutorial, and this one is another kind of eyeliner themed look. And I know I just did one, but I was so inspired by a few pictures that I've seen and a little product that I picked up that I had to go ahead and put my own twist on this and try to recreate this crystal eyeliner look. And I was initially inspired by these crystal eye tattoos that I picked up. You know when you go to Ulta and you're at the checkout line and then these things just pop out of nowhere in your face because they're trying to like market these things to you? Anyhow, this was at the checkout line and I grabbed it and I was like, oh, this is really fun, right? So this is what it looks like. It's supposed to be like a little crystal tattoo that you can put over any eyeliner look, and I thought this was really cool. But it's just for one wear, and you know, you're restricted by whatever the designs they have available. So I said, why not do my own thing? And then there's a makeup artist that I recently discovered. She's Vegas Nay on Instagram, and I was looking at her like previous looks, previous pictures on Instagram, and I was so inspired and moved by her looks. Like, she has that look, see, it's Vegas Nay, and she has like various crystal encrusted looks, and I was just like wowed by how gorgeous it looked. And I had picked up some Swarovski crystals to do my nails and stuff, and I said, why not go ahead and do a crystal eyeliner look, you know, put my own twist on it and show you guys how I created my own little crystal. Well, that's probably trademark, you know, so we're gonna pull that back and just say, just create my own like crystal encrusted eyeliner look. So if you want to see how I created this look, just stay tuned for the tutorial, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. So here's an up close view of the look we're going for. So let's get right into it. As usual, I already filled in my eyebrows and I applied my eyeshadow base, and for this I'm just using my NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and this is going to help prevent our eyeshadows from creasing and also help with blendability. Now, to help even out the color on my lids and also to give my eyeshadows something to stick to, I'm going to use my Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer and just grab a little bit of that and apply it all over my lid and blend it upwards to my brow bone. And I'm just going to grab my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to help blend that in so that it's seamless and well blended in. Now, since we're using really dark colors for this look, I'm going to go in with a transition color first. And this is my Wild by Nature eyeshadow from my Leopard Luxe palette from MAC. And I'm just going to apply that as a wash of color to my brow bone area with a MAC 252 brush. And this is going to help our eyeshadows blend in the crease as well as upwards on the brow bone. Next, for the deep shade on the lid, I'm actually going to use Deep Night eyeshadow from the Laura Mercier Artist palette for eyes, and it's just a deep dark matte navy blue color, and I'm going to apply that with a MAC 239 eyeshadow brush, and this is going to help to pack the color on. So just grab the color on your brush and apply by using pattern motions. So since this color is dark, you don't want it to go all over the place, so you're just going to pat the color on just to get the concentration that you want with that brush. We're just pretty much applying it to the lid in like a semicircle shape. Then I'm just going to grab my Sonia Kashuk large crease brush and go around the edge of that color and blend it upwards into the crease and up to the brow area. So you're not really adding color, you're just blending the color upwards, and you're trying to do that very carefully. Take the time to stop and clean your brush off in a clean washcloth, because you don't want the color to be too intense in that crease area. So you're just blending it upwards slowly and carefully so as not to overpower the crease with this color. Now, once you blended out the edges, you realize that the color has faded somewhat off the lid. So go in, pick up a little bit more of that color on that brush, that blending brush, and tap it on to the lid, and then again move upwards into the crease. And this is where you're packing on the color, but you're still blending at the same time. So wipe off the brush and continue to blend back and forth. Now once you have the general shape down, you want to take a step back and just look at the eyeshadow from afar and see where it might be patchy or be missing colors or intensity of color. And for me, I see a little bit of color missing right here, so I'm going to use that 239 brush and kind of pack it back on, and then grab the blending brush and blend it out again. So you need to do this back and forth until you get the blend that you are going for, or the look that you're going for, and to see that it doesn't look too crazy from a distance. I'm going to go in with my highlight color now, and for that I'm using my ABC Gum eyeshadow from Urban Decay, and it's just a matte pale ivory color, and my MAC 252 paddle eyeshadow brush, and just grab that and apply that directly under my brow bone and blend it downwards. And that will help to also blend out the edges of that darker color that we have on the lid. Now for a pop of brightness on the inner tear duct, I'm just going to grab my Clouds eyeshadow duo from Estee Lauder. And this guy has a dark blue that you could have used, and like a light shimmery pale blue silver color. I'm grabbing that same 239 and just popping that on the inner tear duct area, and then just blending it out with that blue. So it will kind of blend in but still give that pop of highlight right on that inner tear duct. And before we get into the good stuff, I'm just going to line my lower waterline and lower lash line with Indigo Eye Pencil from MAC. So it's just a deep blue, kind of blue teal color, that lightly right below my lashes and bring it in about halfway in. Then I'm just going to grab my Cosette D230 brush to smudge that out a bit so it doesn't look as harsh. And to kind of make the look more cohesive, I'm just grabbing that light shimmery silvery blue color on that Cosette brush and applying it to the inner lower lash line. Now to prep for the good stuff, the crystals, I'm just going to grab my Duo Lash Adhesive Glue that dries clear. So you want the one that comes out white and actually dries clear. And I'm just applying a little bit of that to my palette here and leaving it to get a little bit tacky. Not too tacky, but you know, just setting a little bit so that it doesn't slide around when we apply the crystals. And while we're waiting for that to happen, why not apply mascara? Now for the crystals, I'm just grabbing these. They're 3mm flat back Swarovski crystals that I grabbed from a craft store. These are at Michael's or Joann's if you have access to that store. But they're great for this look. So I'm grabbing these and a couple of smaller gems that are actually used for nail art. And you'll see how I apply those in a second. Now my glue is pretty much ready. So what I'm going to do is grab the crystal and use the flat back of it, and I'm just going to dip it into the glue so you have kind of a dot of glue on the back of the crystal. So you want the shiny part to show, obviously, so just do that, and then we're going to apply it to the eye. And I'm going to start somewhat in the middle of the eye, and I'll show you why in a second. As I build up you'll see, but I want it to kind of get thinner as we go in. So we're going to use smaller crystals going in. So I'm starting out with the larger ones and applying them first, then starting from the middle and going outwards. I grabbed the free crystals and I'm just going to go ahead and apply them with a tweezer. Be very careful because you are using a tweezer. So if you get a dull edge tweezer, that would be even better for you. Safe. Dabbing the glue again just on the back and applying it to my lid. And I'm just using one row, so I'm creating kind of an eyeliner effect. So just keep applying those until you get to the edge of your eye. Now once you get to the edge of your eye, what you want to do now is start applying it to create a wing effect. And I'm going to apply a couple of them side by side and kind of in a diagonal shape. So I'm not putting them directly next to each other, but kind of like slightly at an angle, like a very slight angle. It's not even that serious, but You don't want to put them directly next to each other because the effect won't be the same. So what I did was applied 3 going out in the wing. Now this is the part where the smaller ones come into play, and they're going to allow us to make that really winged effect so it gets smaller and more tapered out. So grab some smaller gems and let's get to it. What I'm going to do with one of the gems is kind of fill in, this is a smaller gem, fill in right where we started that wing. So you see there was a little gap and I filled it in with that extra little baby gem. And I'm going to do the same thing kind of towards the end. Okay, still using the little gems, we're going to apply that to the inner part of the eye, creating the smaller tapered in effect. I only applied 2 of those gems, and I'm going to create the rest of the eyeliner with a kind of silver eyeliner, and I'm going to mix my own by using my Illamasqua sealing gel, 1 baby drop, just a little bit because you really don't need that much, and my MAC Platinum pigment, which is a really shimmery metallic silvery platinum, as they say, and my Sigma E11 eyeliner brush, which is from their Performance series. And I'm just going to make a silver eyeliner with that. So once you have the eyeliner, what you're going to do is create a liner effect from the inner eye area and meet up with where you left off with the crystals. Just like that. Now I'm also going to use this eyeliner to kind of fill in little parts of the liner where the crystals may have missed, and so I'm creating kind of a seamless effect, filling in some of the gaps with this eyeliner. Now I'm not filling in all the gaps because I still want the crystals to stand out, but I definitely want to give that defined wing shape, so that's what I'm using the liner to help create. Now this look would not be complete without lashes, so we're going to do that right now. And for this I'm going to apply my Beauty Sense eyelashes in Vibrant, and these are nice and full and they're going to give a great effect to the eye. So go ahead and apply your lashes and make sure to get them under the actual crystal line. Now all that's left to do is to blend your natural lashes with the false eyelashes, and for that I'm using my Revolution Eyelash Curler from Urban Decay. People asked me in my last tutorial what I used, so this is what I used. And this is a cage-free, like cage-free chicken. It's the cage-free eyelash curler, which means it doesn't have the little enclosing metal bars at the side. So you can curl any lash you want to. You can curl long lashes, meaning wide lashes, or really tiny lashes. Either which way, and I find it works perfectly for blending my natural lashes with my false eyelashes. So there you have it. That's the completed eye look. Now let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. Okay guys, so the eyes are done, so I'll give you another look at them with eyelashes and everything applied, and we can go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a contour, and as usual I'm using my Makeup Forever sculpting kit, and I think this is number 2. I don't know anymore because the number rubbed off, but I think it is indeed number 2. And I'm applying that with my Sigma angled kabuki brush to give my face some dimension. And don't mind my little pimple hair. Ugh. Never fails that you get a pimple or some kind of skin condition when you're trying to make a tutorial, but y'all don't worry about that. I'm going to use my Modern Mandarin blush from MAC, and this is a gorgeous like satin finished orange blush, and I'm going to apply that right to the backs of my cheeks. And this was limited edition, but you can find orangey blushes from any brand. For a little extra pop, I'm going to use my Taj Mahal blush from NARS, which is this gorgeous golden orange, and I'm just getting a little bit because it's going to add a nice sheen to the skin. And this is, for women of color, like the ultimate blush, and I recommend, if you are my complexion or darker or even a little bit lighter, you need this blush in your life. Now for the lips, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm just going to use my Shiseido RD732 lipstick, which is just a pretty neutral pink color with a slight peach to it. This lipstick is like butter on the lips. It's like really smooth, really luxurious, feels really great on the lips. So if you're looking for like a really moisturizing lipstick, you might want to check these out. These are the Perfect Rouge from Shiseido. And to top it off, I'm just going to use Sock Hop lip gloss from MAC, and it's from the Heatherette collection, but it didn't go bad. And just popping that on the top. So there you go, guys. There's the completed look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial and liked how the look turned out. I actually really had fun putting my own spin on the crystal eyeliner and making it work for me. So hopefully you guys give it a try. If you do, let me know. You know, send pictures via Instagram, Twitter. Either way, I'll leave those links below to my usual social networks, Twitter, Facebook, and my Instagram name. And as usual, a complete list of products used and pictures of the final look will be on my blog, and I'll leave the link below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.